setting of business ethics and why does it matter? In order to understand economic or business ethics, we have to ask ourselves in which system we actually are undertaking our economic activity. At first sight, our economic activity is referring to the economic system. So we are producing, selling, and buying in the market, and business ethics would, in such a case, refer to a market activity and looking at how it may be done in a more ethical way. This setting of the economic system is already limited by the political system, which through laws and rules and the already discussed state level makes important frameworks for economic activity. This should create equal chances for the companies to start their business, access capital, and provide equal rules when it comes to transparency, taxes, employment regulations, labor laws, etc.
The next setting is the society, which provides certain values for the policy and the economic system, which leads to certain expectations. The society does not expect from the government only such rules as permit free economic activity without limits, reflecting only economic values, but questions of equality and fairness between gender, ethnicities, races are gaining on importance. Business activity is socially significant because it should directly via market or indirectly via political decisions, institutions, reflect the expectations of the society regarding fairness issues and environmental protection.
The greater the social capital of a society and the greater the coherence of the society, the stronger may be the impact of the society on the economic system. The stronger the individual values present, the more difficult it is to change the economic system. It is because some of the social values are beyond individual interests, like fairness, responsibility, solidarity, that they sometimes require readiness to resign from one's own interest. Another setting is a cultural setting. This is referring to the particular cultural specificity of the country. It may be that in some cultures, family has a central value, in some a lesser value. Some have collective values and other more individual values. Some are more open, some more closed between different classes. There are also differences in attitudes to time, ranging from punctuality to a very flexible attitude to time. Some are more hierarchical, some more democratic. You may be interested in reading Seven Cultures of Capitalism of Hampton and Turner to find more about this topic. Business activity is always a part of a given culture. If within a particular culture there are many racial issues or ethnic ones or others like the caste system in India finding support in religion or involving women's subordination as in some Muslim countries or divisions based on religion between different denominations, the business activity, especially in the multinational context, will have to invest much in diversity management and in building a common vision, a company's culture being based on what is most valuable in each attitude, permitting diversity, which is a big challenge. The last element of this setting is the ecological system. All systems made by humans are located, embedded, and dependent on nature. We cannot live as individuals in society without sustainable nature, which provides the resources for each of those systems. So each of the systems can do its part. Culture and religion may, as is now occurring in many world religions, highlight the affinity to nature. People are rediscovering nature and valuing it, often become vegan or vegetarians, or at least eating in more sustainable ways. Although this process is still at the beginning, we can see this tendency already. The expectations of society towards production of nature is also changing, which has an impact on political decisions and which took the form in 2015 in a Sustainable Development Goals strategy. How do you see this? How do you perceive this interaction of the systems? Do the systems interact now more than in the past?